Hi everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Jill, otherwise known as the Enlightened Target, and this channel is devoted to narcissistic abuse awareness and recovery, parental alienation, complex post-traumatic stress disorder, and anything and everything associated with those three main topics. Today we're going to talk about the top mind games the narcissist uses on a target. Because let's face it, everything the narcissist does is premeditated and calculated. The name of the game is manipulation, with the goal of gaining complete control over your perceptions and beliefs, and eventually take control over your life. It's a really hard reality to accept that someone would willingly manipulate and use and abuse you. Narcissistic abuse is intentional. They're very aware of what they're doing as well as the effect that it has on the victim. And their mind games are very, very, very effective. They work very well. And that's why most narcissists operate from the same playbook, because it works. And in this day and age, the narcissists are everywhere. So you have to have your eyes open and know the mind games that they're playing when you see them so that you can protect yourself. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I would like to invite you to please subscribe and hit that notification bell because I put out new videos every week. Also, if you are interested in narcissistic abuse recovery coaching, please visit my website or send me an email. Both are linked in the description below. The first mind game they use on you is love bombing. The tactics that they use to love bomb us are intentionally designed to make you vulnerable, and they will psychologically elicit love, appreciation, trust, and a sense of obligation from anyone. So they start showering us with attention and flattery. Oh my God. We are the most amazing, talented, beautiful, intelligent, whatever. You name it, if it's good, we are it. We're the best cook or the best dresser, the best at our profession, the best parent, the best lover, but we are the best. Unfortunately, we usually don't realize that love bombing is used by some solely as a means of manipulation and control. Usually we only become aware of this after we've been significantly burned or harmed by the narcissist. The second mind game they use on us is something called mirroring. In a very short period of time, they discover what's important to us. What are our likes? What are our dislikes? What are our values and what is important and meaningful to us in our lives? Then they will pretend and behave as if those are also their likes and dislikes. The things that are important and meaningful in our lives are also important and meaningful in their lives. And we're thinking, wow, this is wonderful. I have finally met someone who is on the exact same page as me in all aspects of life. I just can't believe how lucky I am to have found someone who shares the exact same priorities and interests in life. Little do we know that it's mostly, if not all, bullshit. And what's even worse is we usually do not fully comprehend that there are people in this world who would lie to another person like this. And we have no comprehension that someone like this is sitting across the table from us, or in our home, or God forbid, in our bedroom. The third mind manipulating tactic that they usually will use on a victim is something called triangulation. They will try and pit you against an ex-partner or someone that they work with or a friend or even a stranger that they begin to flirt with in front of you to gauge your reaction. Narcissists love to try and triangulate the current supply to see how jealous or possessive they can make him or her. Of course, they're famous for telling the new supply that the old supply is insanely jealous. It was a nightmare to get away from them. They are crazy and unstable. This serves to manipulate the new supply into feeling pity and protection for the narcissist, as well as ensures that if the old supply reaches out to the new supply to warn him or her that the person in their life now is dangerous, that they'll ignore the warnings and instead believe the narcissist that this person is unstable and jealous. Another very popular mind game tactic that they like to use pretty early on is negative or sarcastic humor. They start the devalue cycle many times with put-downs and criticisms disguised as a joke. They're gauging how much you're willing to put up with and how you will react. And of course, if you get upset, they can manipulate you by saying, it's just a joke. You're being too sensitive. Lighten up. Eventually, these jokes will get more and more abusive until the narcissist no longer even masks them as jokes. It becomes just flat out verbal and emotional abuse. A fifth mind game tactic that they will typically always use to one degree or another is pretend ignorance. If and when you confront them on their bad or abusive behavior, or when you catch them red-handed in a lie, they will claim that they had no idea what they did was wrong, or that they honestly didn't have the right information, so they aren't responsible for lying to you. They will profess that they are completely ignorant to whatever it is you're confronting them with. And what's infuriating about this tactic is deep down, you know no one is this stupid. You know no one could be that blind or ill-informed to actually completely be unknowledgeable about whatever it is they're claiming to be ignorant of. But because they are so persistent and because they absolutely insist that they did not know, eventually we will cave and accept this ridiculous response and accept it as truth. A sixth mind game they always use on a victim is shifting blame. Oh my God, they are good at shifting blame. This is really their specialty, and they are smooth as ice, no matter how horrific their behavior is, no matter how many times they do it, no matter how many times they get caught red-handed doing the same horrible thing, it will be someone else's fault. Or it will be because of some unforeseen circumstance, but it will not ever be their fault. They twist and manipulate the truth so much that it can make you dizzy. What's even more infuriating is so many times they will manage to shift blame to you for what they did. They acted abusively and did something terrible to you, and when caught, now all of a sudden, it's your fault. And they are adamant about that this is your fault. They seem so convinced that if you do not understand what they are doing, many times you will eventually accept the blame. Many times the victim will end up apologizing for whatever it is that the narcissist is guilty of, or what made the narcissist do it. And of course, you have nothing to do with it, and you certainly aren't responsible for it. But remember, at the heart of narcissistic abuse is psychological abuse. And this takes place over time. It's insidious, it's gradual. But if you are exposed to psychological abuse long enough, things like this are going to happen. Your mind, your thinking can be manipulated so badly that you eventually believe you are to blame for how the narcissist behaves. Another really disturbing form of mind control that many narcissists and sociopaths are using on other people, especially a target that they are wanting to sleep with, is, and it's being promoted in different books about seduction, is NLP programming, or neuro-linguistic programming. Basically, NLP is the use of perceptual, behavioral, and communication techniques to make it easier for people to change their thoughts and their actions. Now, NLP can be and is being used in really, really wonderful and positive ways to help other people. But unfortunately, when the information gets into the wrong people's hands, they use it for their own personal desires, which can, harm another person if they don't know that these techniques are being used on them. Other mind games or mind control tactics narcissists typically will use on a victim is projection. They project the things they are actually guilty of doing onto the victim, and many times they will take credit for the good things the target has done. It's like they exchange identities. The silent treatment is another mind game that they will utilize. They use temper tantrums or rage, withholding love or sex. They also use victimhood as a mind game or a form of mind control on you. And of course, any and all forms of gaslighting is a form of mind control or mind game. All of these things are used to manipulate and distort your understanding of reality. So really, anything that they do that is used as a tool to change or distort your perceptions, your reality, your understanding of what is true and what is not true is at the heart of mind game, a form of mind control, and is psychologically abusive. Okay, that's going to do it for today's video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel, and please follow me on Facebook and Instagram. The links are in the description below. Thanks for watching.